My name is Roslan. I'm the director of the Technopreneur Enterprise Development. So a lot of people ask me, Roslan, what do you do in Technopreneur Enterprise Development, or they call it TED? Some companies require support in terms of marketing strategy or financial strategy or going global or branding, require project financing. Smaller company would require types of VC funding and so on and so forth. So we help facilitate and provide workshops on those areas. In MDeC, we have a lot of programs. If you funnel it down to what TED does, Technopreneur Enterprise Development does, we have even more programs. So we wanted to have a program, or a flagship program if you want to call it, that will bring all these essence and platforms or requirements into one place. We needed to have a platform where we could address a lot of these issues at one time, right? But also at the same time, we wanted to have a platform that allows the entrepreneurs to network, not just among themselves, with these leaders of the industry, captains of industry, not just from Malaysia, locally, but also foreign. 2007, we did the first InnoTech, and it was purely focused on funding. We wanted to know, not just the entrepreneurs needed to know, we felt that even Malaysia needed to know, how is funding done to address the early stage part? The idea and the seed and the commercialization. That's not addressing. We wanted to see how VCs from the US, from India, from China, would look at this area, right? So the entire discussion for that one day was on that. And we took that as also a platform for knowledge gathering, for info gathering for us. And because it's a fully designed for, that theme was for venture capital and funding, the second day we had pitching sessions. So that kind of became like a continuous thing throughout the InnoTech that we've done. From the first InnoTech, one unexpected success was that China-based VC set up an office here, with collaborating with a local Malaysian to evaluate so that they can fund, or the companies that they have funded in China to look at Malaysia and how they can even expand those companies by doing mergers and acquisition in Malaysia. And that happened unexpectedly. But there are companies that had traction in terms of funding. About 4 or 5 companies that has gotten offers for term sheet, meaning we've done your due diligence, we think you are valued this much, and we would like to put this much in. So collectively, it's about 6-7 million ringgit, which is quite a lot in Malaysian standards for this stage. So the first team was on that. InnoTech 2 and 3 happened last year, and InnoTech 2, we took advantage of the WCIT that happened last year. And if you know Guy Kawasaki, so he came, we got him to talk to our entrepreneurs and became mentors to our entrepreneurs, and also do a dialogue session. And the third InnoTech, we had venture caps, but more on the pitching side, a little bit on Web 2.0, and how Web 2.0 comes into the picture. Moving forward, 2009, we also have 2 that brought into state, so we call it interstate InnoTech. We had one in Penang, and we had one in Johor. Johor was more focused towards, again, funding, because a lot of people don't know the types of support that the government gives in terms of funding and VC. But we tweak it around. Normally, you get entrepreneurs presenting to the VCs, and this time around, we get the VCs to present to the entrepreneurs. What kind of industry you're looking at? What do you look at in investing? What would be the winning business model or idea, and all that kind of stuff. In Penang, we also tried something new. We brought in Web 2.0 into the foray, but instead of just talking about it, we had specific workshops about how to use, how to sign up to Google Mail, and how do you use Google Docs, how do you share Google Docs, how do you sign up in Facebook, how do you work Facebook and Google Docs, and all these sorts of slide share and all this. How does this work for you? And we had easily about 70, 80 people that came in a small classroom setting, and they came from either students, professors, lecturers. What we got was that they realized that by using these social networking tools will help make their what they do in their lives, whether it's casual or in business, better. We are doing the MSC Malaysia InnoTech Summit, Innovating Success in the New Economy. A lot of people think that when I innovate, I need to build a kick-ass, brand new product. Not really. Innovation also comes from how you think. The thought process that what you have, the possibilities that you can do by unlimiting yourself. And also, we needed to show the successes of very innovative or very cool products that came out, or people that came out from MSC Malaysia. Since 1996, we have done very little in terms of showing, hey, we've done this much. It's been 13 years, right? We've done this much. So we needed to lack of better term, we need to celebrate the successes. There are companies that is growing tremendously, even in the economic downturn. We got companies that's coming up with solutions that is really cool. For example, if you look at our airport, the traffic management for the gates where you park your airplanes, the system can allocate this plane to the gates in 5 minutes. Full traffic time. So we need to show what Malaysia can do, even at idea stage. So in this InnoTech, we will have a special track, do product launches, get people to see what they do, go and interact with these guys, potential buyers can have a look at them. So we have blitz of product launches here and there during the if I'm not mistaken, on the second day. So we needed to show that. Talk about innovation, talk about all these potentials. We also need to show about the market access. There's no point in creating, develop, but you got nobody to sell it to, right? We wanted to have 2 other tracks, which we call, for lack of better terms, funds fair. Certain owners of funds will come, and there will be breakout sessions, workshops on specific funds. So, for example, if you want to apply for pre-seed, I'm not going to stand in front of you for an hour and explain to you, pre-seed is this, right? Because at the end of the day, you want people to fill out forms and build business plans. So it's going to be a short pitch of pre-seed is this, you want to know more for apply, go to that particular room and apply. Right? There will be a person that will walk you through. There's one track that we have, I think for half a day, that talks about platforms that is available to the entrepreneurs to sell their products. There will be people that will be helping you to say, okay, this is what you need to do to get yourself ready.